Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today, we are going to stuff what's left of my honey's check. If you're new here, my name is Rosa, and my channel is all about my personal budgeting journey. It is about cash funds, sinking funds, savings challenges, all things Rosa's budget. If any of that is of interest to you, please take a second, hit subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And everyone take a second, smash that thumbs up button for me, please. All right, so this check, there is $535 after I've pulled a little off for this, pulled a little off for that, pulled a little off for this, and now it's time to put it in its home. I have watched budgeters in the community and I giggle when they say they get behind. They don't stuff their checks as soon as they come. Guys, this is like a week old. Like life is happening and getting behind, and it's just astonishing to feel like I'm in that bucket of this didn't get stuffed a week ago when it should have. So we've had to pull some money off. If you've been around, you know my first envelope, these are my cash funds. My first envelope should be fast food. Well, it's a week later, and well, we've obviously used some of that money. So let's get stuffing. So we've got two 100s, a 50. I should have 10 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 5 10s. 1, 2, lost them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 10 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I always get lost in the counting process. This always helps me determine, do I have all the money I'm supposed to in order to stuff all of my things? So we're gonna set that to the side. We always start my honey's check, the whole purpose, well, not the whole purpose, but in our budget, we take his check and we fill our 2 weeks worth of cash funds. We also then hit a little bit of high priorities and a couple of sinking funds depending on what is left after all of his paycheck. He's recently upped his health insurance. We're putting money in an HSA. He got some work shoes through work. This check was lower than it normally is. So it was very interesting to refinagle some of these numbers because I have a set number that I budget and then I kind of go over it a little bit, but then his check, he is on an hourly, he gets paid hourly. So his check fluctuates to start with based off of how many hours he did or didn't work. And then on top of that, we start to have all of these things come up. So it was mighty interesting on this budget and this pay period. So let's get started. Gas is where we're going to start first. We only had $1 left, and I'm going to be real out of this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, $100. 70 of it is already spent. He has already gone to the gas station, put the gas in his truck. So most of this is going to turn around and go out and put onto the credit card. But until then, we're going to put it in here. I would typically take this dollar, whatever's left in gas, I like to put inside of my car maintenance. I know car maintenance is not going to get any additional love today, so we're going to go ahead and drop this $1 in here. All right, we're gonna add $1, which will bring us up to $372 in car maintenance. I saw another budgeter in the community take any of her leftover gas money and put it towards car maintenance, and I absolutely love that idea. It's a way to build a sinking fund that I know we're going to need without having to find extra cash for it. So loving this strategy. So there should be $372 in car maintenance, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 360, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 372. So we will put the car maintenance back where it belongs real quick. And it is not on the budget to get any money today. So it's really nice that at least it got increased by $1. And this 100 will head on into our cash envelope, which again, most of it's already spent. All right, groceries. Because his check was not what I was expecting it to, groceries is one of those areas that has to take a hit. We do rearrange some different monies, but groceries is one where I under budget. When he gets paid more, I then fluff it up. This is like bare minimums, Rosa. You have to be careful when you go to the grocery store. 2, 50, 75. I like to put at least 3 in here, a little bit more, just depending on what's going on with the budget, because, well, I don't know about where you live, but where we live, groceries are outrageous. All right, so let's finish getting everybody where they go. Now, there was some money left in here. December for me was a magic month. When I have a magic month, meaning I get 3 checks in the month, I try to put an extra $300, $400, $500 into groceries to help get us through, because really and truly, what I put $275 and $275. I try to put 3 and 3. I try to put $600 in the grocery budget for a family of 3 with a teenage boy. $600 really is not going to cut it. So I always try to add extra when I get to my magic month, so that we can continue to sustain groceries and not be in the hole. So groceries now has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 42, 44, 46, 47, 48, 480, 482. Now again, this is a week behind, so I know that I've already gone to the grocery store. I believe I spent $227. I have absolutely no idea what I spent it on, because I came home with not enough in the trunk of my car. Our youngest gets a small allowance. He does not do a lot around here, so he doesn't get a lot. His $10 goes in. Paper products is going to get 20. Now I know that I have spent, I think I spent $55, $60 at the grocery the other day. It was time to go out and get paper towels, bottled water, I feel like, oh, and I got some toilet paper too. So just those things that I know we're going to need. We live in Florida. It's always good to have cases of water on hand. So I know we're nowhere near hurricane season, but when hurricane season comes up, I'm not rushing to the store to get bottled water. So it's one of the things that I intentionally budget for, so that I can go out and purchase it when it's convenient for me, not when it's an absolute necessary need. So 2, 4, 6, 65, 66, 67, 68. And again, most of this I know is already spent on my most recent trip to go stock up on all of that. Let me mark a couple things off. Pet's gonna get its $10. I laugh. We do have a dog, an itty bitty Chihuahua Dachshund mix, but this pet really is not for her. It's gonna sound awful. My husband has an addiction to feeding the birds outside. He's like, oh, we have to go get bird food. So that's what this is for, specifically, is for more or less bird food, and anytime maybe we need to take her to the vet or get flea medicine or something like that. So 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, $24 in here. Our cash, I get a 20. Now my spending habits are really weird. My spending is groceries. It's random stuff that we need around the house, paper products. When it comes to spending stuff on me, I don't do as much as probably some do. So because of that, yes, I only get a $20 bill. But as you can see, this honestly was for my Dunkin' run for the longest time. It's been too cold. I like a frozen coffee. It's been too cold to do a Dunkin' run. So this has just continued to grow and build up. This is now sitting to the side for girls to do something. So we've decided, me and my friends have decided we're gonna play hooky from work one day. So this will help take care of that day when we play hooky, and we can go out and I know that I have money for lunch or whatever it is. So this is just a buildup of things for me. So 2, 4, 6, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78. Now we're in Northeast Florida. I do still run to Dunkin' on a day that it gets to like 70. Done that recently, so I know there's a $6 in here that needs to come out, but you gotta splurge every now and then. Toiletries, I also keep, so something else that's different is I keep toiletries and paper products separate from my groceries. If you've been around, you're gonna hear the same story. I used to go to the grocery, and I'm gonna drop $15 in there. I used to go to the grocery and come home, and my husband's like, so Rosa, how much you spend on groceries? And I'd give him some number, and I'd say, but that doesn't include, I got laundry detergent and paper towels. He goes, no, Rosa, how much did you spend on groceries? So by splitting it up into these 3 different categories, it has helped me know and focus that when I go to the grocery store, that's what I'm getting are groceries, or I'm going to get paper products. Anytime I get a variety of those things at the grocery, like I recently when I went to the grocery and got stuff, I know that I got stuff for the dog as well. I don't remember where it is, but I will actually pull that out of pet. Yeah, I know I bought her treats. She eats them sometimes, but not all of the time. So I actually break apart my bill, write it down on a little sticky so that I can pull it out of the appropriate category and not take from the grocery money or the toiletries or whatever it is. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63 in toiletries. And this is building back up. I have a coupon addiction. Does anybody else have a coupon addiction? When the stores put things on sale and there are coupons, oh, I just let the store steal my money. I know I shouldn't, but I do. So we're building it back up because this was down to like 0. And those are our cash funds that are filled for the next 2 weeks out of my honey's check. Now we move into our high priority areas. We have 6 high priorities right now. Some of this comes out of my honey's check, some of this comes out of my check, it just depends. Debt pay down is one that we are in the process of becoming debt free. We are moving in the right direction, paying down my student loan as fast as we possibly can. We're going to add $10, which will bring us up to $130 in here. Now, there is an extra 100 in here from the last time you saw this video because I paid my credit card. And when I paid my credit card, I pulled the cash off and am using it towards debt pay down. So that's what this extra 100 is, which makes me really excited that we are intentionally using our rewards to pay things off. So there is 130 in here, which is good because I need to make payment on my student loan. Let's drop you in there. Emergencies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to put anywhere from $5 to $10 into emergencies out of my honey's check. Let's see, and then I split it up, and I'll just talk about that in a second. So we're going to add, there's 93, we're going to add 2, which will bring us up to 95 in here. So 2 to here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. This is the, now let me back up for a second for those of you. We do have a $1,000 emergency fund in the bank in case something happens and we have to have it. But I'm also saving up for those little things that aren't really emergencies, but are emergencies. So it's a way to keep the $1,000 in the bank, but still have money for if something comes up. This is my, oh no, we have an emergency right now. Do we have enough cash in here to cover it? I also have a savings challenge in which I am doing for emergencies. I'm doing the nickel challenge where you save 5 cents the first day, 10 cents the next day, 15 cents the next day. This is a very, very, very long-term challenge for us, slowly working on saving up and completing that challenge. But it is a long-term emergency. So this also is long-term because this is going to go towards my 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. So not in a hurry, but it does split up and take some from the right now fund, but not too much. Birthday is a priority. However, that comes strictly from my paycheck. We divvy up how much we need and take care of that every month. Medical, due to not getting enough, it's gonna go back here because we had other things that we needed to put it. Savings, so I know I'm crazy. We have multiple sections of savings. This is like a spendable savings, so if my honey wants to go out and get something, we have some money to take care of it. And I put $20 of his check in here. And then when his check gets, or when this gets up to about $100, I take this to the bank so that it can start to work for us. So we should have 80 in here, 2, 4, 6, $80. And then the last high priority in these envelopes is tag renewal. That again comes out of my check, not my honey's check. We've got it budgeted out so that it works perfectly. Then we're gonna break into my only binder. This was a splurge for me a while back. I was so excited to get it and then needed to figure out what it was going to go for. This binder is for my baby boy, who's not really a baby. He is 15, getting ready to go on 16, but this is all about our child and his school stuff. So we've got $10 that needs to go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to jump all the way back to graduation. I save up ones, and when I get 12 of them in here, which I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's what I thought. When I get 12 of them, at least 12 in here, I then divvy it up and give it to his senior year. So we have another $5. We are not going to put anything into car right now. Lunch account will come out of my money, so I'm not worried about that. Dry cleaning, we did just demolish out dry cleaning. And I needed to get polish, so we are going to put that in here, plus 5, which will bring us up to $20. And then I think I've got another 5 or 6 that needs to come out of here for shoe polish. He's an ROTC, and he had an inspection, so we needed to take his uniform to the cleaners. Again, it's barely been any time, but for inspection, they had to go to the cleaners, and then he needed some new shoe polish, so I know we've spent that money. And that's all we're gonna do for his binder today. Let me go mark that off, wrong pin. All right, then we're going to get into a couple of other high priorities, which for me are savings challenges. We are trying to do, let's see what comes next. Home improvement's not gonna get anything. We are working on the Save 2024 and 2024. I am putting $25 into it so that it can continue to grow and build. And this will be done on Savings Challenge Day. We have a holiday savings challenge, which is different than my 1-year savings challenge. This is for the next upcoming holiday. So we've just passed Easter. We don't do much for Shamrock all of a sudden it ran away from me. Shamrock, March, Leprechaun Day. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Isn't that awful? Oh, you guys are gonna eat me up in the comments. Please be nice. You know what I'm talking about. That's really gonna bother me, but we don't do much for that. This instead is saving up for Easter. Oh my gosh, I am embarrassed, but we're gonna add another $5 to there. No, we're not. That's getting $10 in here. And then I have a 1 month ahead challenge. What holiday is that? You guys, please be nice. Oh, we're green, Irish. Okay, I'm really struggling to focus. I apologize, guys. All right, so, and then the last challenge we have is our 1 month ahead, which is gonna get our last $5. And that's all the cash. There is nothing for any of the extra sinking funds that I have. Now, I have way too many sinking funds, and I mean way too many sinking funds. I know that. That is why I broke it up into high priorities this year, my savings challenges, and then basically everything else that if it can get love, it gets love. And some days, guys, it gets 0 love, and that is okay. I know that I have organize the budget in a way that 1 makes sense for us, but 2 takes care of those things that we need it to take care of right now. And his check's job is to fill our cash funds. Anything extra is a complete bonus. So I keep that in mind. And the rest of my sinking funds also are bonuses. They're for things that come up that if I need them, I have them. So that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, please drop it in chat. Please be nice to me on my, I can't remember what in the world holiday is March. It's like March 17th. It's not Leprechaun Day. That's awful of me. Oh my goodness. But please be nice, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.